You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Hey, we're coming here with another great podcast, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, my gosh, it's CES 2021 week. What do we do? This has been the funnest CES, though, that I've had so far. I have missed the boost in the floor, and I'm looking for that next year. I will disclose that. But at least my feet don't hurt. This is the first year I've been to CES without my feet hurting.
Your back?
And my back, my body, and just everything hurting. So the beautiful part is it's all virtual. And if you're at the CES show, you can go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/CES show. We've got the live feed up there from the anchor desk. If you're at the show, you got press access, or if you're a member of CTA, you can take and tune in to the anchor desk, and it's really cool. They have the people come on, do the speeches. You can just kind of leave it running. I've left it running in the background, and of course you can interact. I've really loved how a lot of vendors have been messaging me directly on the thing, and there's a portal for that and all that good stuff. So really cool. So we're going to be covering a lot of different companies this week, CES week, probably over the next 30 days actually, because most of the property the CES is leaving up for a whole month, all the different keynotes and everything. So we're probably going to be pouring back all through that as well. Also go to facebook.com/The Chris Voss Show. Go to youtube.com to watch the video version of this broadcast at youtube.com/Chris Voss. You can also go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, see all the wonderful people we're reading. And of course, follow the Chris Voss Show groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. Today, we have a company that I've reviewed in the past. These guys make extraordinary cool products. And the name of the company is Scosche. And they make all sorts of really cool stuff. We've got one of their brilliant representatives with us here today, Augie Rodriguez. Welcome to the show, Augie. How are you?
Hey, Chris. Good. Thank you for having me.
Awesome sauce. So give us a rundown on Scosche and the .com, of course, so people can look you guys up.
So Scosche is an American company, and we're about 40 years old now, which is pretty exciting. I am the national trainer, and today we're going to review some of the new stuff that we're going to be showcasing at CES. I have 3 products in particular that I want to show you, so whenever you're ready, we'll get started. This
is exciting. Let's do it. Did we get the .com on the Scosche? I lost focus there a second.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Did you? Visit Scosche.com if you have any other questions or you want to look at any other cool stuff. Like I said, we have over 4,000 SKUs. You see about 400 of them on our site. So go to Scosche.com, take a look.
There you go. Repetition is the key to getting this. Why I always say the Chris Voss Show 50,000 times.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's take a look at this exciting stuff you guys got going on.
So the first thing I want to touch on is our Scosche Fresh Air Portable HEPA Air Filter Purifier and Deodorizer. I don't know if you can see it here. Comes in this nice little box.
Yeah.
It's very well made. The packaging's nice. It's nice and sturdy, aluminum build. So, and like I said earlier, it's about the size of a boom bottle. So it's engineered to fit inside a cup holder like you see in every vehicle ever made, probably. You could also stand it on your desktop, use it in a small to medium-sized room. One of the things that's happening is that with COVID, more and more people are turning their spare bedroom or their office into an exercise room or maybe in the garage. This device is perfect to eliminate any kind of odors. So let me get started. So HEPA stands for High Efficiency Particulate Air, and using this particular device is going to purify and remove up to 99% of all airborne particulates and pollutants as small as 0.3 microns. The HEPA filter is perfect for anyone who has allergies, asthma, or wants to remove any kind of odor from their environment. It's perfect for this. It's a hands-free operation, so if you want to turn it on, wave across the top, you'll turn it on, wave once more, it'll go from medium to high. Another time across, we'll turn it off. So there's no need to touch it, but if you do need to touch it, you can. Has an LCD display on the top here that'll let you know the quality of the air. So it is pretty cool. It's going to filter and deodorize germs, bacteria, dust and dust mites, mold spores, pollen, pet dander, food, smoke, and pet water. A few years ago when we had those fires out here in California, our house smelled like smoke. It was really bad. It didn't bother me too much, but it really bothered my wife. And we got a couple HEPA filters for each room. We turned them on when we went to work, and we got back. House had zero odor. And this was a few years ago during these fires. We still use them to this day. We turn them on every day. We got a cat, and the litter box is in my daughter's room. So turn that thing on. She goes to school right now, by the way. So as soon as she goes to school, I turn that thing on, let it suck up all the odor from the litter box, and it works. It absolutely works. So whether it's food or smoke or cat litter, it's going to remove any kind of odor. There's a 3-stage filter in this little guy, and it's going to last anywhere from 3 to 5 months. It's a 3-stage filter with one of those filters being carbon. That carbon one is important because that's the actual filter that's going to remove any kind of odor from your environment.
So when it gets full, you'll be able to order a new one, the filter, and keep cleaning.
Yes, absolutely. So it comes with one ready to go. So as soon as you purchase this, you can use it right away. It's heavy-duty aluminum build. It's 2.6 inches in diameter, about 7.1 inches tall, as you can see here. Pretty lightweight. It does include one dual 12-volt car charger for a total of 24 watts. So 12 watts on each plug. Also going to have a USB charging cable included, and the filter that I was talking about, a 3-stage filter that's a 68 millimeter by 61 millimeter. That's going to the filter will retail for about $14 MSRP, right around there. The actual filter itself is right around $99. So
that's really good.
I'll send you some really cool videos that my marketing team has done. They really kind of went above and beyond this time. The videos that we have for this product are entertaining, and they're easy to watch. And I'll share them with you as soon as we're done with this interview, so you can take a look at them and maybe edit them into your video.
We'll put them in the post too. Sure. So does it have a battery inside? Does it need cords to be plugged in?
It does have a lithium-ion battery, so it does need cords to charge, or you can leave it plugged in like I do.
I love this thing because not a lot of people have a filter on their desk, and my desk is actually the dustiest place in my office because I never dust anything off in here. But my mom suffers from really bad allergies, and I'm visiting up in Utah right now with the coronavirus lockdown, and the air here is just so horrible. They have really bad inversion where the clouds hold the dirty air in. And so I've got her a lot of these HEPA filters around the house. One thing she doesn't have is she doesn't have one of these for the car, because in the car, she's really out in the nasty air. Yep. So I love the idea of where this can just go right into the cup holder and can clean the air inside the vehicle. And then if she wants to put it by her desk, she can too.
Yep. So perfect for an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, taxi cab driver, bus driver, to purify any air or, importantly, odor.
I know some taxis in New York that could have used that thing.
And, I recently saw I believe it was an airline's commercial regarding their HEPA filters. And I believe it was Alaska. You'll have to double check on that. But they're claiming that their HEPA filter in their planes kills the coronavirus. Now, we're not leaning so far into those statements, but these are nice to have, and you're going to have good peace of mind if you have this.
Definitely. You might want to have one on a plane.
Better than nothing, right? It's going to be better than nothing. So,
even before coronavirus, I would get sick on a plane. I should just have one of those and take it with me, sit it right there in front of me, clean myself. I mean, I had the worst problem for years, usually coming back from CES on the plane, where I would just get, I'd be sitting next to crying babies that were, that flew. I can pick it up. So that's awesome. I really am excited this product. I hope we get one review, because I'll give it to my mom and we'll
send you one. Give me your address and we'll have our marketing team send you one.
Most definitely.
That way you can test it because it is an awesome product. Like I said, I don't know if I covered this earlier. I've talked to so many of you, but it'll do a small to medium sized room within like 20 minutes. So if you have a coworker, if you're at home and someone microwaves some fish or something, just know you can turn this bad boy on. It's going to take about 20 minutes to remove any kind of odor.
You need this whenever we get back into work and we have cubicles and there's that guy who microwaves the fish in the office.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You put this one of these in the cafeteria, in your work cafeteria, or your coffee area where you heat your lunch. It's perfect.
There you go. That's awesome.
And, we always have that one employee who knows who it'll be in your company, but that does things like that. Where
we fire those employees.
Well, anyways, having this is kind of nice because now you don't have to blame the poor person.
We'll give him one of those as a parting firing release. Like, hey man, you might want to use this at your next job.
There you go. So this is also going to be perfect once we start traveling again and they lift the ban on all the travel. I would take this into my hotel room. As soon as I check in, purify any kind of air.
Living in Vegas and of course using Vegas a lot for like shows, CES, NAB, all the different shows that we used to go to and we'll be back to going to. One of the problems with some of the older Vegas hotels is even though they're smokeless now, that same smoke is still just in there. And if you're really sensitive like I am, you're just like, and so this would be great for that sort of thing too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. You might use it on I think they still smoke on the floor with all the casino machines. It might be good if you're gambling just to set it right there too. Awesome sauce. And what's that called again? That product?
Is, the Skosh Fresh Air Portable HEPA Air Filter and Deodorizer. So
there you go, guys. Check that out. How soon is this going to be available?
This is shipping already. We got some in November and we also got another shipment in December. So these are ready to go now.
People can pick it up off the website. There you go.
People can pick it up directly off Scosche.com or see the nearest distributor or local retailer.
All right. So what do we have next?
The next thing I want to talk about kind of goes hand in hand with our air filter. It is our Magic Fogger. This Magic Fogger is pretty awesome. Comes in black and white. And I think I showed you earlier. It's kind of comparable, maybe a little smaller than a boom bottle or the Hepa Filter. So they're kind of similar in size. This kind of fogger or disinfectant is currently being used in hospitals, schools, gyms, restaurants. And I know I said it earlier with the HEPA filter, but once we start traveling, I plan on taking this with me wherever I go. Because you can disinfect your room when you check into a hotel room, or use it in your car to disinfect anything, especially with COVID. You have visitors over to your house. Maybe you shouldn't have.
You should fog them. Hang on, I'm going to fog you.
4 or 5 people in your house that you shouldn't. You can disinfect it. But the cool thing about it is that the solution is completely organic and biodegradable, safe to use even in an occupied room. So there's no need to use any kind of protective equipment. There's beehive suits. You can use it while people are working. You could use it on any surface. It's not going to damage any surface. This thing is pretty awesome.
So does it fog up a room per se, or does it put out like a mist that permeates the room slowly, or how does it?
It puts out a mist. So I have it here. There's about 8 ounces of liquid that you put on here. On top here. I don't know if you could see it, but there's some in there. Okay. And all you do is turn the switch on. And I don't know if you can see that.
Wow, yeah.
You can leave it standing if you're driving in your cup holder, or if you're at work or you want to sit at your desk, you could also lay it down. And
there you go.
See there the mist.
I'll put it on the dashboard and see how many cops notice, and they'll think I'm smoking in the car. No, that's really cool. I mean, there's so much crap in our environment, especially with COVID. Geez.
Yeah.
We need more things to clean the air. One of the things I have running all winter long, I have to have it, is a humidifier, man. If I don't have a humidifier, it's all about the air. And I can tell too how bad the inversion is outside by how bad the air is. So the quality of air you can take and get is pretty cool. The nice thing too is if you're a DJ, you get your own little fog machine right there.
Yeah, you do. So let me talk a little bit more about this HOCl solution. It's a hypochlorous solution. It's 100 times stronger and more effective than bleach or chlorine. But it's safe to use. I mean, you can gargle with it. You can put it on any type of and I mean, the guy who invented the solution actually gargles with it in some of his demos. So it's ultra safe to use. I wouldn't recommend gargling it, but I have seen people gargle. You can put it on any kind of surface, stronger than bleach. It holds a neutral charge, so it can easily penetrate any negative walls of germs or bacteria.
Wow.
It is a nice, easy solution because it's biodegradable and safe to use. You can travel with it too.
Mm-hmm.
So the 8 ounces is just enough to go through airport security.
Mm-hmm.
But the solution is going to be hopefully widely available. So even if you don't take it with you on an airplane, you can fly to New York City and go to your nearest retail store and buy some HFCL solution, add it to your fogger, and you're ready to go.
Cool. So does you get some solution with the initial thing? How long does that last, or how many hours or anything like that?
It should last about Well, let me it works right away. The solution takes anywhere from some 30 seconds as opposed to bleach being 30 minutes. And it should do a room, like a medium-sized room, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. So you don't have to have it running for hours. You just...
No, you don't have to have it running for hours. You can even spray. I know that I've seen at my local grocery store, they have an attendant just for the carts, and they spray that same solution on their carts.
I'm just gonna carry it around at the store. Just be like this. I'm just gonna be like, anybody comes near me, I'm gonna be like, hey,
spray
fogging you. There you go. You don't have a mask on. I'm giving you the fog. Fog off. I don't know what that means. So what's the official name of that people can order that on the website?
Skosh Magic Fogger.
There you go. And is that available currently?
This will be available coming soon.
Okay.
Spring, fall. And retail right around $79.
Cool.
I'll send you really cool videos that my marketing team put together.
Awesome sauce.
Really fun to watch. So
the Skosh Fogger coming to a fog near you.
Absolutely. So it is OSHA registered, and the safety number for through OSHA is 0000000, and it also is registered with the EPA for its safe. It's safe.
Cool. I'll use it for scaffolding when I build something. Then no, I'm just kidding.
So these are the two great products that we've come to market with, and we're showcasing at CES, which kind of go hand in hand. I can see both of them in conjunction. Whether I want to decontaminate my hotel room, breathe fresh air, I can just put both of these in my bag, and I'm good to go.
I'm just going to strap one on my back and front, and then just carry it everywhere I go, so I don't get the virus.
Or turn it on when people get close to you.
Yeah. Just they'll back away. They'll be like, "Hey, are you okay, man?" I'm like, "No, but you should keep your 6 foot distance there, buddy."
Yep, absolutely.
Don't make me fog you. Seriously. So is there a third item you guys are showcasing?
Well, there's more items, and I'll send them all to you via email.
Let's go.
Another thing that we're pretty famous for is our heart rate monitors. So they're hyper accurate. They're just a hair off an EKG machine. The one that we make is more of a prosumer. I know that there's a lot of watches on the market, and that's great. But this is for a more serious person who really takes their metrics seriously. One of the reasons is it's an arm design. It goes right on the forearm.
Oh,
so
wow.
It sits flush on your skin, as opposed to using a watch which sits on the wrist. The problem with the wrist is that there's a lot of little bones in there.
Yeah.
You're moving your hand constantly, whether you know it or not, all day long, picking something up. So every time you're doing that, it's kind of lifting off the skin and not giving you a truly accurate heart rate reading. So when it's up on the forearm like this, no matter what way I move my hand, it's always flush on the skin. But one of the most important features about our heart rate monitors, and this goes for the entire line, is that we use 3 LEDs instead of 2 LEDs. The important LED that we use, and the one that I like people to remember, is the amber LED. Now that amber LED is going to work with darker skin. So someone like me who has darker skin, I know that this device is going to be reliable. Someone who has darker skin like me, as opposed to just a heart rate monitor with the 2 LEDs. This one has.
So does that help it seeing the skin better
Yes,
through the pigmentation and see the blood flow?
Absolutely. So not only someone with darker skin, but let's say someone's covered with full sleeve tattoos. They're fair skinned, so they're going to need that amber light too to get a accurate heart rate.
You got a full sleeve arm tattoo, and it's like you're dead. It says there's no heartbeat in there.
Yeah, these heart rate monitors are awesome. It really changes the way you work out. You know, I've been a runner, and when I start to work out or start running, I usually run 5 miles a day, maybe 4 or 5, 6 days a week, and I run it for like 10 weeks. By that time, I'm like, okay, I should start getting somewhat good shape. But this kind of changed the way I work out, because now I just go to my ideal heart rate zone, which on the app I use. And as long as I run 20 minutes in that zone, I mean, I've lost like maybe in those 10 weeks since I started running, maybe like 15 pounds just on those 20 minutes of ideal heart rate. So I'm overexerting and I'm not going too slow. I'm just in the perfect zone to where it's like the fat burning zone. So it really saves time and energy when you use one of these things. Let me get to the
I like how it rides up the arm. One of my problems I have with a lot of watches review is my wrist is huge. My span is like 9 inches on my hand. And so I have a lot of flatness here on the top. And usually I get these watches and, you know, they're kind of built to be like this in a circle. And so a lot of times when I have these pulse watches, I have to kind of push it down when I want to check my pulse.
Yep. So the beauty of this design is, I mean, I've also heard of people using it on their leg. These heart rate monitors are used in schools, in some school districts. So for some of those little kids, we have 2 armbands usually, but for those little kids, they can put it on their thigh or on their leg, because, you know, sometimes their arms are just small.
I have some annoying kids in the neighborhood. I might put it around their neck. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, folks. Just doing the comedy here, folks. That's all we're doing.
So this Rhythm Plus 2.0 is going to take the place of our Rhythm 1.9 that's currently available now through Scosche.com. So this will start shipping now.
Awesome.
The Rhythm Plus 2.0. And it's going to take the place of the Rhythm 1.9. Some of the big differences between the two are, one I'm holding in my hand is the Rhythm 24, which is kind of our flagship. This will be the little brother. But the differences, going back to that, is that the Rhythm Plus 2.0 is going to have a 24-hour battery life.
Oh, wow.
The Rhythm 1.9 just had an 8-hour battery life. One of the things that we also engineered is that we made all of our heart rate monitors across the board to have the same band. So now you can mix and match bands from both SKUs or both models.
And imagine you can tighten them and loosen them.
Tighten them. Yeah, absolutely. You tighten them and loosen them. It's just like a little clip design. It's hard to see through video, but it just kind of clips on here. It's good to go.
There you go. Awesome sauce.
Good to go. Yep.
And you can know your heart rate. You could be one with your heart.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially now with, you know, a lot of the gyms being closed or people are afraid to go to the gym because of COVID. Now this just kind of adds another layer of efficiency to a workout. So now you don't have to kill yourself for 4, 5, 6, 10 hours. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure people were like me, where that you just put in the time, right? Hours of working out. Now you can actually go, okay, you know what? I'm going to do 20 minutes a day on the ideal heart rate, and watch the results. Because
I just watch the news these days, and that gets my heart rate enough to like a jog.
Yeah, that does.
I don't know what that means. So this is cool. And what's the name of that? Just one more time, if we could.
The Rhythm Plus 2.0.
The Rhythm Plus 2.0. All right. So what next up on deck?
These are the 3 samples that I had to show you today.
Okay.
I do have new products coming in, like the Magsafe Chargers, and also power delivery, the Type-C chargers. I'm really excited about some of those bigger chargers, because one of our bigger ones is going up to 54 watts. So that's huge. It's 60 watts. Sorry, let me take that back. 60 watts is our largest wall charger. And now with iPhone 12 not providing the wall charger, it's huge for us.
Yeah.
I mean, not just for us, but everyone else, right? Until Apple starts providing that wall charger or car charger for your iPhone 12, you're forced to buy it at a cell phone retailer, which of course we're in most cell phone retailers, AT&T. We're also in every national retail outlet, Target, Costco, Walmart, you name it. We're in there. So look for that power delivery car charger. The standard used to be 18, but because that new Magsafe charger that charges at 15 watts needs that 20 watt charger, power delivery charger. Obviously now everything's gone. We boosted everything up to 20 and beyond.
Nice.
So we used to just do the 18 watts because that's the playing field that we were in with cell phones and accessories. But now that things are getting bigger, so are we. So we're pretty fluid. As you know, you're familiar with our company, Skosh. We're pretty fluid and we move fast. And every year we innovate and we redesign and we re-engineer almost all of our products. And I think that's why guys like you that come to our booth during the regular CES, they like our booth so much because they know that when they come to our booth, they know that they're going to see things that have changed and made better because
you guys build a really tight product from our reviews we've had before. It was kind of interesting. Apple took and dialed back that charger thing. I wonder if Android's going to follow suit with that. I do hear that next year, Apple is just going to give you like a bag of phone parts, and then they're going to sell the case to the phone separately, and you just got to assemble it yourself. Or you can go to the Genius Bar and pay extra to have it assembled. But, there's that. But it's kind of like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. You know how you get a puzzle, how much fun those are? It'll be like that kind of fun, only you need a soldering iron.
It's always interesting to see what they do. It's pretty awesome. I always like hearing about all their changes. When they do their press conferences, I'm glued to it.
In 2 years, they're just going to hand you an actual apple, just like off the tree sort of thing. And they're going to be like, yeah, you can call on it. Trust us. So that'll be that. I don't know. So any other products we want to plug?
The power delivery stuff that we touched on, I will send you images in a power, or a PDF. That way you can take a look at those particular pieces. And then we have MagSafe chargers, which I'll also send you.
Cool.
The examples that I was able to show you today in the video are just the three that we're covering.
Cool.
Obviously the
Awesome sauce.
Accurate. The Hepa air filter, the fresh air, and the fog. So these three things.
There you guys go. Check it out. You can order several of them up now and some coming. You can go to their website. Give us the website one more time.
Skosh.com. You'll be able to see everything that we have on Skosh.com. And of course, I'll share with you videos that you'll be able to use on your show. Also, any kind of images on anything that we talked about today, you'll have. So whatever way you want to work them into your show, it'd be awesome.
There you go. We'll put some of it on the post. You'll see on the post and everything else. One thing I really like about you guys always have cool colors, like a variety of cool colors people can choose from and personalize with.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. There you go.
We make a fun product that everyone seems to like. Everyone I talk to, even if they haven't heard of us, they've seen us and they like us, and we're known for quality parts.
There you go. Let's check them out, guys. Skosh. We've reviewed them in the past. You can go to the Chris Voss Show and just search for them. You can go to, of course, their website and check them out as well. Thanks to Augie for coming and spending some time with us, sir.
Thanks for having me, Chris. It was a pleasure.
It was wonderful, man. Well, and we'll look forward to meting you in person next year during it. There better be an in-person one.
Come by next year, and we can complain about our backs and our knees.
I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna have one of those rumba roomies, maybe. I don't know.
Those, what are those things? The Segways.
Yeah, Segway. That's what I should get. One of those little skateboard Segways, the little ones that you can do whatever. But I'm always bumping into people at CES, so I don't know. It might be bad. I might not either knocking somebody over or knocking them over. But if I'm on a Segway, I can get some good speed up. So then, if people don't get out of my way, I can just elbow them out, and if I can get that speed velocity, I can just knock people out of the way in those big. That's
well, if you start practicing now, by the time CES comes around next year, if we're able to go in person, you'll be pretty nimble on it.
I'm pretty sure CTA will ban me if I do that. So there you go. I'll try and be good.
I'm just off the subject before we go. Last year I had a bad knee, and I was on a scooter the whole show.
Oh, really?
I couldn't walk very far, so I was actually on a scooter. And when I walked into CES, you can't bring that in here. is that part? I'm like, that's the only way I can get around. Like, and they like,
you know what I did last year at CES? It was great. I broke my pinky toe, like really broke it hard. Broke it the night before, and I had to drive from Utah to Vegas, so that didn't help. Vibration and stuff. Like normally I'd be in Vegas, and so like I was hurting like the whole time, man. Just walking.
So we were brothers in pain together.
Oh, dude, I was doing like 10 to 15 interviews a day, and we're crisscrossing the floor, and and then 4 or 5 days of that, it was just it was insane. But I suppose I lived. I guess my reprieve is this year where I get a break. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thanks to Skosh for coming on the show. We certainly appreciate them. Check them guys out. They always make really cool products. Thanks to my audience for tuning in. You can see all of the different stuff we're doing. Well, you can't get into CES if you're not a CTA member, or if you're not a member of the press like I am. But we'll let you sneak into the facebook.com CES show and on Facebook, and you can kind of see some of the different things we're posting about there, talking about there. I think you'll be able to see the live feed from their desk and everything else. Go to facebook.com/the Chris Voss Show, and also on LinkedIn, there's all that stuff with the Chris Voss Show over there. You can go to youtube.com/Chris Voss, hit that bell notification button, and go to Goodreads/Chris Voss. Thanks, my audience, for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Chris. See ya.